Alright, so we are outside of Carbondale, Colorado, and up in the mountains, about 7,400 feet, not quite as high as we normally, but yesterday we had a rainy day and it cooled it down. We actually got into the 40s last night. The rest of the nights we've been in the 50s and almost 80 during the day, but it cools off really quick, and obviously no humidity. Alright, we're taking a little walk. There's the van way down there. Other people, you can see the whole campground, and group camping is over there. I'm trying to get a little internet signal. I think it's coming through that mountain, so I'm walking up a hill here and see if I can get a little bit of internet. Taking the dog for a walk and just need a tiny bit. Sometimes you gotta have just a little bit when you're out here, just to check some emails and a few other things. We'll see here. Alright, so today I had a little bit of a complaint. I kind of had a question for you guys that frequently camp and are out in the boondocks and do dispersed or dry camping. But you know how we always live by the principle of pack it in, pack it out, leave no trace. We are picking up our poop, we're picking up our dog's poops, we're carrying it in bags and packing it out of the campsites, and we are making sure that we pick up every bit of that kind of stuff. And the majority of the campsites that I go to, you know, if you found a bunch of dog poops around your campsite, you end up picking them all up and cleaning it up. So I have an exception when I come to a free-range cow pasture campsite. I don't understand how that is okay, but we have to make sure that the dog stuff is okay, is all picked up. But it's okay for the cows to literally poop everywhere in the campsite. And I don't normally like to complain, but this is 10 feet from the fire pit, and we have an old one here. We have all of these, all of this. I don't understand how that is okay, where pretty much every 3 feet there's a cow poop, and it is everywhere. And at this site, there is not a single wildflower. Everything is munched down. Cow poop, cow poop, cow poop, all cow poop. Now, we are right by this beautiful mountain stream. I would consider bathing in it and playing in it, but I can see that there is so much cow poop. And we're not allowed to camp within so many feet of water, and then the cows can do this. I don't get it. Can somebody please explain how it's okay? Now see how there isn't any grass? It's all brown. Here's the fenced in area where they can't get to. And you can see how nice and green it is. There's the other side. Right here, hold on, I gotta watch for poops constantly. There's where they eat. Definitely a fire hazard. The green, not so much. And it's even all on the roads. So you drive in it. It's been driven in. There's old ones, there's new ones, there's fresh ones. And I just don't get it. Maybe somebody can explain, what's the difference, why we do all this work. Packing it in, packing it out, leaving no trace. And come to spots where cows eat all the wildflowers and all the green grass and poop everywhere where the water isn't clean. But this beautiful mountain runoff gets contaminated way up here. This trail that you can kind of see coming down. I saw the cows. They walk around up there and then come down in that creek and stuff. And like I said, there isn't any wildflowers. It's just covered with poop. And do I still pick up my dog's poop? Yeah, I'll still pick up my dog's poop, but it seems like it's useless when you're in places like this. And this has been a beautiful place. Besides the cows, it just really, really ruins it.
Okay, so we've got the rest of today, tomorrow, and then on the 10th we leave.
Alright, could you get out and move the rug and the chair?
Yes.
Alright, so we are coming to the end of our stay at this campsite, this free campsite. Normally would have fees. It had on the bulletin board, no fees this year. There wasn't any envelopes to fill out. We just kind of made like our own little cards and put it at the end of each campsite that's marked. And there's quite a few people out here. We are right next to the bike trail, and there's lots of people going up and down. And the limit is, the normal 2 weeks here. We've been here almost a week, and we enjoyed it, so we stayed longer than we expected. There wasn't any mosquitoes here. We've had a lot of mosquitoes at some of the other places, and we had to cut them short because you couldn't have the van door open once the sun started going down or early in the morning, and it just wasn't as enjoyable. So here was the first time we didn't have mosquitoes. I guess with all the snow runoff, the mosquitoes were really bad this year in Colorado, because I've been here quite a few times and I don't remember it being this bad. But finally we had a spot that didn't have that. As you can hear, the water is right next to us. We can see it from the van. I'm sorry, my complaint was the cow poop overload was the negative, and we don't have internet. We could get a text out. My daughter can maybe put her phone up in the window and get a little bit of signal, but nothing to do anything really. So that's the downfall. I get a little bit behind on doing my videos because we go days without internet sometimes. And we went into town one day out of our stay here and got supplies, and I literally was on it for maybe 10-15 minutes, just enough to check, make sure everything was okay, and that's all I did. So when we get to internet, I will try to catch up on videos.